I'm back. It's been a hot minute since I was on YouTube. So I took about a month break, I guess, from YouTube. I low-key feel bad because there's a lot of new faces around here and I haven't been present on this platform of social media. I feel like I just dropped the ball on a lot of things. I actually tried to film this like 3 other times of like life updates and it just didn't feel right, and I just didn't feel like emotionally stable, I guess, to be doing it. I need to get this done. Before I jump right into the video, I did want to recognize all my new subscribers. I'm so happy you're here and you are loved and appreciated. So I see you and I recognize you, and thank you so much. Alright, so I made some notes because I know I'm not going to be able to remember everything, and it's not like there's a lot. I'm gonna go into a little bit of detail on each like life event that's happened. First things first, I moved into a studio apartment at the beginning of January, and if you haven't seen that video, I'm gonna link it below and then you can just go watch it and you can see the studio. I'm sitting in my little cottage right now. I explained like how I found this space and just how it all came about, and so it was like, it's about a 5 to 10 minute story, so I'm not going to bore you with all those details in this video. So you can go ahead and go watch it if you want to actually know all the details. Going into how the last few months have been here in the studio, I have been adjusting to this living situation, and it's been a little bit strange because I've always lived with someone, but I absolutely love being on my own and just like figuring things out and not having like roommate drama and not like all that stuff. Not saying I don't miss my roommates, I miss them so much, but it's just been nice to be in my own space and be able to decorate how I want and not fight over who's going to do dishes or any of that stuff. Also, I wanted to say, I know a lot of you really liked the studio apartment tour. I'm thinking of doing an updated studio apartment tour because I have done a lot of changes in here since I moved in, and there's just been like, I rearranged a little bit, I took some things out. So if you want me to do an updated studio apartment tour, let me know in the comments section below. So I moved here in January. Just like a month ago, I had this huge decision to make. I had a new job opportunity come up and it was going to be full-time, and so I had to like give up something. What I was doing for a job, I'll just quickly explain that. I was a barista at a coffee shop here in San Diego, and I've been a barista for the past like almost 6 years. So that's just like a huge part of my life and I love it so much, and my dream and goal one day is to open up my own coffee shop, and that is still the goal and is still the dream. I had to decide whether I wanted to stay at the coffee shop or move on to this new job opportunity. I decided to quit my job at the coffee shop, and that was like a huge deal for me and really sad because I have been at this coffee shop for 3 years, and that was just like a huge thing to like take out of my life, you know. The relationships that I built and the people that I was able to meet through this place was like huge for me, and so letting go of that was like really hard and there were lots of tears, but in the end, like, I'm super happy that I made that decision because it's just cleared up a lot of space in my head, and it's cleared up a lot of just different like loose things that were happening. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just better all around. I quit that the beginning of April, I think it was, and my new job is that I'm going to be a nanny for a family of 3, and that is really exciting in itself, but it's even more like I'm more excited at the fact that I'm going to be able to pour into these kids' lives and like help them grow and teach them things, and like there's like a whole list of things I'm excited for. I always want to like grow and learn. That's my goal in life, is just to grow and learn in every job I'm in every place I'm in. Like, that's my goal, is to grow. Another thing that I wanted to say is at this specific coffee shop that I was working at, I felt like I was coming to a plateau where I wasn't growing. I was just comfortable. I was comfortable and not growing. So my new job is going to really stretch me in a lot of different ways, and I'm going to learn a lot of different things from it. Yeah, the kids are 5, 3, and 2, so that's challenging, but they're super sweet kids, and my first week was last week, so it was really fun to just be with the kids and get to know them and get to know the parents. And also they live right by the beach, so I'm super stoked about that. And then I guess going off of that, I wanted to talk a little bit about my I guess active life and like being healthy and my active lifestyle. That's something that I've really been trying to grow in since January, and it hasn't, like, that was one of my goals this year, is to be super active and just like do things outdoors. And the first few months kind of were a fail. Ew, I just spit. And then within the last, I would say, month, I was just like, dude, I need to start being active again. Another fun thing that I've been doing is I just started surfing again, so I'll either go in the mornings before work or go on a run by the beach. And that, like, I just did that last week, so this is like super new, and it's not really like a life update, but I just did that last week, and starting off your day with like exercise and even like being out in nature has been the most such a breath of fresh air, no pun intended. But yeah, it's been really nice. And then being on the same path of like active wise, I for the past 6 months have been playing soccer. It's a co-ed soccer league. Somebody from my church started it, and he asked me to be on the soccer team. Like, I don't think he knew how bad I was at soccer, and I had no idea what I was doing. I don't even know the rules of soccer, but he invited me, so I went and played, and I've been playing for the past 6 months, and it has been so much fun. That is my newest hobby and what I look forward to every week, like to go on Monday night to play soccer with all my friends. So much fun. This is a big step for me. I'm getting a gym membership. Well, I kind of have it, but like I did a free trial last week, and my best friend and I, we've been like going every night, and we work out for 2 hours, which is so hard, and like sometimes I like cry a little bit inside, but it's so good, and I feel so good about like my health and my body, and like I highly recommend getting a gym membership or doing active things because it makes me feel so good. Why am I talking so much with my hands? I don't know. This was really sad and like super hard for me to like get over. I mean, I'm still not over it. It's still sad, and I'm still working through it. My sister and her husband and my nephews and nieces, if you guys don't know, they lived here in San Diego with me, and about 2 months ago the opportunity came for them to adopt a little boy in Mexico, and they found out that they had to become residents of Mexico to continue with the process of adopting him. And so they decided they were moving to Mexico, which was a huge, big thing, because they lived literally the street down from me. And so like I could walk to their house. I would go over there a lot. And so when they said they were moving, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so hard, but like totally support you guys. I was like, oh, this is fine. I'm not even sad. Like, I'm super excited for them. It's only an hour-and-a-half drive. Oh my gosh, guys, I did not prepare myself for the emotional wreck I'd be after they left, because 2 days after they left, it totally hit me, and I was like laying here in my cottage, and I was just so sad because I was like, I want to go down to my sister's house right now. And like I went, it was like 11:30 at night, and I went, got in my car, and I just like sat there crying. And if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw my meltdown, and I still feel like I'm trying to deal with it and like adjust to the situation, because I've lived here in San Diego, like we moved here together. I don't like know San Diego without them. I think that's like really it for like life updates. I'm trying to, there's like some things that I don't really want to say right now because it's not like set in stone of like things that I'm doing behind the scenes. So I guess I'll do another life update soon, and you guys need to continue to follow along because I have some big things that are happening, but they're not set in stone, like I said, so I don't want to like say it prematurely. Is that a word? Prematurely? Yeah, I don't want to say it prematurely, so stay tuned for some huge news. And if you want to guess the huge news, go ahead, guess the huge news. Comment below if you think you know what it is. This is like the biggest thing I think everyone wanted to know, and I'm not looking forward to like even talking about it in any way. But if you have known me for longer than 3 years, you probably knew that I was in a relationship, and I started dating shortly after I moved here to San Diego, and I met this guy at my church, and we like totally hit it off. We started dating within 5 months of like knowing each other, and it was really great, and we like grew a lot in the relationship, but it just started to become very unhealthy, and we actually broke up in November of like 5 months ago. That has been a huge like transition. First of all, because I guess another like kind of like what I said about my sister, like I didn't know San Diego without him. A lot of the things that I do, like he introduced me to like all that stuff. A lot of my friends were his friends, and so like that just kind of put like a damper on things this year. Like I felt like I lost a lot of my friends. Like so it's a really hard situation, and you never want to like be in this place. I know I don't have to explain this to you, but I feel like people were so invested in our life, and I guess that's just what like putting your life on social media does. But long story short, our relationship was just getting very unhealthy. There was a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and I'm not gonna like, I don't want to say anything bad about him, and so for both parties, I'm not gonna like go into a lot of detail about what like went down. I just wanted to say that like I still think very highly of him. He is a great guy. It just was not very good timing. But I'm single. I'm not in a relationship. Beth, party of one. And I'm actually really enjoying it. I feel like this is a crucial time for me to grow and not have any distractions. Anyhoozle, I think that's all I have to say about my life update. I think I'm gonna wrap up this video because the lighting is getting really bad in here, and I don't want to bore you with my talking anymore. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and show support in that way, because it really helps me out and just encourages me to continue to make videos and put content out there. And then second of all, if you enjoyed this video, give it a 2 big thumbs up if you want. Is that even a thing? And comment below anything that you want to know about my life right now, if you're curious about anything, because I would love to tell you. I love you guys and appreciate each and every one of you. Cue awkward outro.